You can either stay involved, you can stay as the leader of the business and keep driving it to the next level, but they'll surround you with a corporate leadership team, the team that you need to scale it up to the next level.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
But then, on the other hand, there are a lot of businesses that they are very sellable, yeah. And we find out that it's a very common problem that the parents build a business, a very successful business, and now they are getting old. They want to retire, and now the kid doesn't want the business. They don't care about the business, and unfortunately, most of these business they die. They close with clients, with clients who, for so many years with a database. Something that is easy, very easy to acquire. I actually there are people that come to this podcast that this is what they do. They constantly are looking for those businesses where people want to we are in this situation, yeah. However, what is not fair is that sometimes they offer very little money for it, right? Because they only didn't prepare for the exit, and now they need to live for the wait. So they're gonna close it anyway. So they're better off selling it cheap, which is a shame because they didn't prepare to exit. It's all the life work, but because they didn't prepare to exit, and they're maybe relying, oh, my children are gonna run the business, and probably your kids might own your business, but maybe they're not the most suitable people to run it, right?
I agree with you 100%. And what you're describing is all of these situations that are happening because people haven't done any planning. No one's out there told business owners and entrepreneurs that if you want to get the most from your life's work, if you want to maximize the valuation of your business and you want to exit on your terms, you've got to put some preparations in place. And that's training the kids up.
100%. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody talks about this. Nobody tells to entrepreneurs about this. Nobody's talking about this. So tell us a little bit more about this. Yeah, we are looking for. Yeah, let's talk about them.
Yeah. So if we're going to hand it over to our kids, and we know most of them that don't want to, why? Because the parents, the existing families are control freaks, and their kids aren't good enough in their mind to take the reins. And so often the kids come in, they try and do it, and they've been running the business, but they don't get control for 10 years or more. They get frustrated and angry, and it creates a whole lot of tension in families. So there's an issue. And you touched on something a little earlier, Harry, which reminded me that our records show that 52% of business exits are unplanned. So that's through the death, disability, divorce, partnership disputes. They didn't plan it, and so they have to shut things down. That's 52%. That's it's more than half of business exits are unplanned.
Wow.
When they're unplanned,
that's shocking. Yeah.
If it's unplanned, it means the owners leave their family in a mess to deal with, clean up after them, and they've never run the business. They don't know what to do. The employees, if there's only one owner, the employees are left in the lurch because they don't know what's going on.
They're confused.
It's a mess. So we've got to
or they sell it cheap.
Or they run away.
Or they sell it for peanuts. All their life work.
They have to, if it's an unplanned exit and if it's due to death, excuse me, then it just and if the business is heavily dependent on the owners, especially, it becomes a fire sale. The bankers, they try and liquidate. They'll come in and they'll go, okay, so what do we got here? And if there's no tangible assets, there's nothing to sell. So it's just a case of voluntary administration and closing the business down. Which it's like after all that life's work, it's just tragic. And it's avoidable, Harry. We've got to change it. It's avoidable.
Absolutely, it's avoidable. Absolutely. I didn't know, number one, when I started my first business that this thing can be sold. I didn't know that. It was definitely. I mean, I think that at the beginning, some entrepreneurs, you see, we are solving a problem for ourselves. We make a little bit of money, and then we start to solve the problem for others, and there you go. We are in business, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna plan effectively and definitely how to exit. You see, some of them they are asking, why should I exit this business? I'm making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Why should I exit? But what we don't know is the following, Darren. Yeah. Um,
Or they've got an inflated idea.
market condition can change. COVID
Yeah.
can come. AI can come into the way. A competitor can come. So business is this utopia that the business without loss will last forever. It's not always like this. Anything
Business
can
is
happen.
risky.
It's a high risk. So you have to, when you are in business, right, and you open a business, it's always in your mind has to be this, like plan it effectively and sell it to the peak. You sell
Yeah.
it to the peak of the performance and to the right qualified team or company that can expand this business, that make it more safe.
Yeah.
And you can be an advisor in your own business. You can have if you think that, oh my God, I built this business and I'm not gonna be involved anymore. I don't want to do that. Okay, you sell it. You get an advisory board. You get a seat in the table, so you know about how your baby is doing. I understand that you all want to see how a baby is doing. Okay, fine, but you have to let it go. And people don't want to let go. People want to control. People want to be these. I think I describe it because of myself. I've been in both sides. Yeah, when I started my first business, I started this idea. Everybody need to listen to me. This is my business. I wear all the hats. And you know what? I was exhausted. So when I started to employ people and I developed the leadership, and I managed to tell our employees and our team members in Leeds when we find out when I had my employees that they were better than me at everything. They were
Yeah.
also so then because they're better than me at everything, they should be running this. They should be growing this business. What I'm here, they are all better than me at everything. So I empower them. They become leaders. One day I arrive to the office and they tell me, Harry, we don't need you anymore. Go home. Try the world if you want. We can grow and run this company without you. So by accident, I came from egocentric. I don't trust anybody, and everybody had to do what I say. And I'm the big boss, and I'm the big deal. To surrender to that ego, encourage leadership, and I got rewarded amazingly for it. Actually, my team, my employees sent me home. They did fire me. They made me obsolete in my own business, which is something that, well, if I could say, if I want to sell it back then, it was. However, again, lack of knowledge. The business was in a peak. It was very good moment to sell. You know,
Yeah.
which I didn't do. Which I didn't do. That's why we don't think about. We keep going on and on and on, and then more competition come. The business now is turning. We make sold over 5 million. That's completely different beast. You see to deal with, and market change, whatever, and then you have to de-escalate and you miss chance. And this happened. So it happened to me.
Yeah. Well, we never know when the peak is going to be. So the best scenario is keep your business exit ready. There's a whole lot of things that you need just in terms of the way you keep records, the way you run the business, the way you plan, who does what, the structures. There's a whole lot of things that you can do just to make the business exitable and attractive to be acquired. You don't have to be selling it, but if it's attractive to be acquired, sometimes someone will come
Yeah,
and
and
go,
you're hearing some
"All right,
offers. That's a good sign. If somebody's offering you something for your business, that's a good sign that you prepared it. That you
it's a
that you
good
prepare.
sign." But a lot of people are running around making offers because business owners are saying how good their business is. Then, when they come in and they have a look and they sort of look under the covers of the business, they realize there's just too risky for them because it's not exit ready. So they just move away and they'll move on to the next opportunity and they go, look, the timing's just not right for us. And in the UK, it's all very polite and no one's actually saying to the business owner, your baby's ugly, it's too risky, there's no way I'm going to buy it. What they do say is, I'm sorry, it's just the timing's not right.
Oh, definitely in UK. Forget about in UK. No one will tell you like it is. Is
Exactly.
I live in London, and you see that it's gonna be very difficult to people to tell you in black and white exactly what is going on.
So
it's the way that they are. It's a cultural thing. It's nothing wrong. That's how they are.
We need to acknowledge it, and it is the way it is. So unless we're up north and things are a little different in the north of England, which is great for an Aussie. So we need to get the business in exitable shape so that if someone does come and knock on the door, they're likely to proceed. Now, as an entrepreneur, we're talking about entrepreneurs earlier as opposed to business owners. Entrepreneurs are great at getting businesses from startup up to a certain level, and that I won't put a numerical value on it because it changes with industries. But they've got skill set. Their leadership style, their chaotic leadership style, is great to a point. After that,
0 to 1, 0 to 10 million, around that mark.
Yeah. 1 to 10, I would say is
1 to 10. Once you 1 to 10. And you manage to pull this off, you need to look at yourself and the business.
It's a different type of leadership then. It's a more
there you go
that you need. And then look, you can come in a PE company. If you build the right sort of business, a PE company can come in and you can use their money to scale and grow the business to the next level. And they, depending on what your arrangements are, they can provide people or find people to supplement your management team. You can either stay involved, you can stay as the leader of the business and keep driving it to the next level, but they'll surround you with a corporate leadership team such as full-time CFOs and marketing directors and information officers. The sort of people that you need, the team that you need to scale it up to the next level, which is different to your entrepreneurial skill. And then at some level, the entrepreneur will back out and go find a smaller business to crank up again.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.